Hey there, and welcome. If you're tired of that frustrating joint pain and you're looking for some natural answers, then you are in exactly the right place. Today, we're going to dive into 7 amazing foods that can help flush that pesky uric acid right out of your system. Does this sound familiar? You wake up and, that morning stiffness in your knees, or maybe a sharp throbbing pain in your big toe that just ruins the start of your day? So many people deal with this, and we often think, well, it's just part of getting older. But you know what? A lot of the time, there's something else going on entirely. So, meet the real villain behind all that pain. It's these things. Tiny, sharp, little uric acid crystals. While you're sleeping, these microscopic troublemakers can actually form inside your joints. And believe me, they are what's causing that intense swelling and awful discomfort when you wake up. So, you're probably asking, why is this happening now? Well, it turns out that after we hit age 60 or so, our kidneys can naturally slow down their filtration job by about 25%. And when that happens, it allows more uric acid to build up and, you guessed it, settle right into our joints. But here is the really good news. Your kitchen might just hold the key to getting some relief. So let's talk about the first 2 foods on our list. Think of these as your first responders. They work fast to both calm the pain you're feeling right now and help prevent it from coming back. First up, we've got tart cherries. And yeah, we're talking about the sour ones here. Their secret weapon is a compound called anthocyanins. Now, what's so amazing about these is that they block the exact same pain-causing enzymes, COX-1 and COX-2, that over-the-counter stuff like ibuprofen targets, a natural pain blocker, right in a fruit. And listen, this isn't just some old wives' tale. A major study actually found that seniors dealing with gout who ate tart cherries every day saw their painful attacks drop by a massive 35%. I mean, that's a huge amount of relief from something so simple and delicious. Okay, next up is lemon water. I know it sounds almost too simple, but it is incredibly effective. Here's the deal. While lemons are acidic on the outside, once they're digested, they have an alkalizing effect inside your body. What that means is they help create an internal environment where it's really, really difficult for those painful uric acid crystals to even form in the first place. Think about it like this. You can't make ice cubes in warm water, right? It's just not possible. Well, by creating that slightly more alkaline state inside your body, you're basically warming up the fluid in your joints. This prevents those painful little ice crystals of uric acid from ever hardening and causing trouble. Okay, now for our next group of foods. These 2 act like a support crew for your body. They help your natural defense systems do their job better by flushing out the excess acid and dissolving the crystals that might already be hanging around. Let me introduce you to your kidney's new best friend, celery seeds. These little guys act as a natural diuretic, which basically means they increase urine flow to help flush out all that extra uric acid. But what's really important here is that unlike a lot of prescription diuretics, they're gentle and they don't strip your body of the vital potassium that your heart and muscles absolutely need to function. So what about the crystals that are already in there causing all that trouble? Well, that's where apple cider vinegar comes into play. It contains something called malic acid, which works kind of like a gentle solvent. It actually helps break down and dissolve those hardened uric acid crystals, making it easier for your body to clear them out. A lot of people say they feel relief in just a day or 2. All right, it's time to bring in the heavy hitters. These next foods are the real power players. They go straight to the source and directly target the inflammation, which is what's causing that intense, throbbing pain in the first place. Let's talk about turmeric. You've probably heard of it, but its active compound, curcumin, is an absolute superstar. It works by blocking something called the NF-κB pathway. You can just think of this as your body's main on switch for inflammation. So, by blocking it, turmeric essentially shuts down that swelling response right at the source. But, and this is a critical detail you absolutely cannot miss, your body has a really hard time absorbing that curcumin all by itself. But here's the secret. Just adding a little black pepper increases absorption by up to, get this, 2,000%. A super easy way to do this is with a warm cup of golden milk in the evening. Just some turmeric, whatever milk you like, and a little pinch of pepper. Okay, I want you to think of soluble fiber as a kind of natural sponge. As it moves through your digestive tract, it literally soaks up uric acid and carries it out of your body. This is so important because it breaks this frustrating cycle where uric acid gets filtered by your kidneys only to be reabsorbed back into your blood. Fiber puts a stop to that whole loop. And you can see the problem pretty clearly right here. Most seniors are only getting about 15 grams of fiber a day. But to really get that uric acid removal effect, the recommendation is closer to 30 grams. So closing this fiber gap with simple things like oats and lentils can make a world of difference. Our final food, pineapple, has a really unique job. It contains a special enzyme called bromelain. Now, bromelain doesn't actually lower your uric acid levels. Instead, what it does is it breaks down the specific proteins that fuel your immune system's aggressive attack on the crystals. It basically tells your body's response system to calm down, which reduces that painful redness and swelling. So, wow, that's 7 really powerful foods. But the big question is, how do you actually put all of this together without getting totally overwhelmed? Don't worry, let's just walk through a simple, super effective 7-day action plan to get you started on the right foot. The absolute key here is to start slow. So on day 1, just focus on starting your day with lemon water and having some tart cherries. Then on days 2 and 3, you can add in some celery seed tea and a splash of apple cider vinegar. After that, bring in that soothing turmeric golden milk on days 4 and 5. And finally, add some high-fiber foods like oatmeal and some pineapple to round out the week. This gradual approach really lets your body adjust and get the most benefit. Okay, before we wrap up, a very important safety note. If you're taking blood thinners, especially with pineapple, or you're on diuretics, or you have a history of kidney stones, it's absolutely essential to check with your doctor before making any big changes to your diet. And honestly, for everyone, the best approach is always to just start slowly and really listen to your body. So, just to recap, here they are, our 7 kitchen heroes. You've got your pain blockers, your crystal preventers, the flushers, the dissolvers, inflammation fighters, absorbers, and the swelling calmers. See, each one plays its own unique and really vital role in helping you find relief. And remember, you don't have to do everything all at once. Just looking at this list, what's one small, totally manageable change you feel like you could make today? Because just starting with one thing, that could be the very first step toward waking up with a whole lot less pain and a whole lot more freedom.